locked in here.
Here we go, I'm locked in. Number one, domain. First thing you do is you say x cannot equal -1. Then you go to x-intercepts. Now, a lot of people right away when they do domain, they like to go straight to VA and whole. You can do that. Like they like to say, okay, since the domain x cannot equal -1, it's either a whole or an asymptote. Let's just go ahead and figure out what it is. Did it cancel? Then it's the asymptote. Done. No holes. That might be the best strategy. That's what I usually do in calc. And then x-intercepts, I set just the top equal to 0, so I'm going to have 2x plus 3 equal to 0. So that's going to give me x equal to what? -3/2, so I'm going to have -3/2, comma 0. Then I'm going to do my y-intercept. The y-intercept, if you've not figured out, there is a shortcut to the y-intercepts if you use the original equation. If you use the original equation, it just ends up being the constants divided. Oh, the x-intercept's 2x minus 3, sorry. So that'd be +3/2, my bust. Okay, so it's 2x minus 3. So it's, I was listening to Noah again. So it's 3/2, comma 0. Sorry about that. All right. Yep. So that was his bust. So then the y-intercept would be when I plug in 0. If I plug in 0, that's 0 and out, that's 0 and out. So I'm going to get 0, -3. All right. Now, the only thing left to do that I haven't done is HA, I think, right? Is that the only thing? So I've done VA, I've done whole. Okay. Now I do HA. HA, I like to use, ladies, the original equation. Okay. Even before I simplified, because it's easiest to look at the powers. Okay. Highest power on top, highest power on bottom. What's the ratio of the coefficients? 2. So there it is. Light work. This one was so easy. Okay, and I did get that right. So you can have all that stuff filled in. All right, so there's a VA at -1. This one was pretty simple. VA is at -1. There was no hole, NA. You can just put NA if you want. There was an HA at 2. So an HA at y equals 2. We had a y-intercept at 0, -3. So I'm going to plot a point at 0, -3. That'll be right there. That's going to let me know this boomerang goes right there. That one's done. X-intercept at -3/2, 0. So at -1.5, comma 0. Ooh, nice. That's going to let me know that boomerang goes there. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute, base. That can't be right. Positive 3/2, 0. Oh, dang it. I got way ahead of myself. It's 3/2, 0, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I had originally when Noah did it wrong. So 3/2, 0. So that's 1.5. That's right there. Oh, okay. That just helps me get that boomerang more accurate. Okay. I know where the other boomerang is going to go, but what did I tell you have to do to figure out where it goes? It's either going to be here or it's going to be here. Which place is it? It's going to be in the top one, but I need you to do another point so you can at least know where to start a boomerang at. So you're going to plug -2 in. So I'm going to plug -2
To the whole equation?
to the original, always the OG. So I'm going to plug -2 into the original to get my extra point. Okay, so I'm going to have 2 times -2 minus 3 over -2 plus 1. That's going to give me, let's see, -7 over -1, which is a +7. So I'm going to have -2, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Close the point. There we go. Light. Domain was x cannot equal -1. Range will simply be y cannot equal 2. Done. Going to number 2. I can't wait. Okay, domain obviously cannot have 0. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that and say, all right, is that a VA or a whole? Which one is it? It's a VA, so x equals 0 for my VA, and then no holes. Okay, might as well go ahead and do the HA. Is the power the same on top and bottom? Good gravy, the HA is 3. Look how fast you can go once you know what you're doing. X-intercept. x-intercept is going to be when I let the what equal 0? The top, so 3x plus 6 equals 0. That's going to give me x equals -2. So that's going to give me -2, 0. I know I did that right. Y-intercept, what do we plug in? 0 for x. So that'll 0 out, that'll 0 out. You get 6 over 1, so it's going to be 0, 6. Once you get good at this, guys, you can just fly through it. -2, 0, 0, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, there it is. Vertical asymptote. Ooh, wait a second here. Wow, cool.
There's none y-intercept. No y. Because you can't have 0 on the back.
Yeah, duh. Yeah, I can't know y-intercept. I should know that. Why can I have no y-intercept? Because you can't have 0 on bottom. There's none. Sorry. That would have been 6 over 0. 6 over 0 is undefined. So when you plug 0 in, you get 6 over 0, which is undefined. That's why that's none. Because you plug 0 in, you get 0, 0, so you get 6 over 0. All right, so that's interesting. So I don't even have a y-intercept. Sorry, my bust. I'll take credit for that one. Not the other one, though. All right, and then we got y equals 3. All right, so it's going to approach there. It's going to approach here. All right, I need to do an extra point. Give me an extra point to do. I just plug in 1. So I just need to get 1 over here to know if it's here or here. I don't know which one. So I'm going to plug in 1. That's going to be light. So 1, it's going to be 3 times 1 plus 6 over 1. That's going to give me 9. So 1, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, way up here. So I know it's up here. It's going to approach the asymptote. Approach the asymptote. And these things are fairly symmetric, so. Domain x cannot equal 0. Range y cannot equal what? 3. X-intercept is -2, 0. There was no vertical y-intercept. VA is x equals 0. HA was y equals 3. And holes NA. Everybody okay with that? How you feeling about this? Pretty simple, isn't it? Okay? This one, I would factor it. It makes it a lot easier. So it's going to be x minus 6, x plus 2 over x plus 2. Now, before I cancel and do anything, I want to do the domain first. The domain is going to be x cannot equal -2. Does everybody see how I'm getting the domain? It's wherever the denominator equals 0. Everybody say wherever. All right. Then when you cancel, that just tells me what kind it is. So x plus 2, this time it's a hole, not an asymptote. Holy cow. So we're going to have no VAs this time. None. But we will have a hole. Where's the hole at? Hole's at -2. How do I get the hole? Plug it in the simplified equation or you'll be what? Stupefied. So make sure you plug it into the x minus 6. So I'm going to plug -2 into the x minus 6 to figure out the location of the hole, not just the x value. X is just where it is. Y is what it is. So we're going to have -2 minus 6. That's going to give me what? So guess where the hole's at? -2, -8. You can't just assume it's -2, 0. Well, 0 looks like a hole, Mr. Morris. Okay. That's great. So -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up. All right. Oh, man, this is going to be easy. This is just a line with this. You don't have your phone, do you? That's a 0 automatically.
I had 2 of them, I guess. I have Aiden's. I don't know where to put his.
Where's your phone? Put that over there.
All right.
Run.
It's negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, because he got his stinking thing. That's your bust, man. You messed me up with your beeping. -2, -8. Okay.
You can just move.
Move it over. Okay. Make sure every day reads is in there. Okay, here we go. -2, -8. So the hole is at -2, -8. Your domain is x cannot equal -2, which should match up with your VA and holes. HAs, is there HAs? Is it top heavy, bottom heavy, or same on top and bottom? Top heavy means what? What does top heavy mean? None. None. There's no HA. Also, there's no VA because after you canceled, you weren't left with anything in the denominator. You were left with this. All right, who can remind me what you do now? We can do an x-intercept and y-intercept real quick, I guess.
Yeah.
X-intercept will be what's the top equal to 0. Well, the only thing you got left is x minus 6, so it's going to be x minus 6 equals 0, which will give me x equals what? So we're going to cross at 6, 0. We already know it's a line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you know the slope of the line. What's the slope of the line? Come on, look at it. X minus 6. What's the slope? 1. Remember in front of the x is the slope? Remember that? So you can just go up 1, right 1 here. I don't even need to do any more points. Like it's going to be a slope of 1, isn't it? Everybody remembers how to graph a line, right? We're in pre-calc. We're not in underwater basket weaving algebra. Right? And the y-intercept, I could have just counted up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. There it is. It's at 0, negative 6. But you can plug 0 into this, can't you?
Yeah.
And if I plug 0 into it, aren't I going to get negative 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the y-intercept, 0, negative 6. So this was, what was the x-intercept? 6, 0?
Yeah.
And then the y-intercept, 0, negative 6? And the range would be y cannot equal negative 8. Golly, man, we're killing this.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4, I got to fly. Okay, got to fly, Peter Pan. All right, so x times x plus 3. See, the bottom will be x plus 2, x plus 3. Ooh, we're going to get some canceling, aren't I? But before I do that, we should specify the domain, right?
Yeah.
What's the domain? Can equal negative 2, can equal what? All right. That means we're going to have holes, looks like, and VAs. We're going to have both this time, aren't we? Which one's going to be the hole? The plus 3. So what will that give you? Negative 3, because you set x plus 3 equal to 0. And so we get x equals negative 3. How do we find out where that hole is located? Plug it into my simplified equation so I'm not stupefied. So I'm going to plug negative 3 in. So that's going to give me negative 3 over negative 3 plus 2, which will give me negative 3 over negative 1, which is what?
3.
Which is 3. So my hole's at negative 3, 3. My VA is going to be where I'm left with a denominator. So it would be x plus 2 equals 0, so x is equal to negative 2. There's my VA. So, good. I got a VA at negative 2. We got a hole at negative 3, 3. Is that good? All right, we're looking good. Now we can do, might as well get rid of the HA too. HA, Reed, how do we do the HA? Well, you didn't do your homework, so I don't know if you know.
Is the powers.
Power, same power on top and bottom. So it's the ratio of the front numbers, the coefficients. So it's 1 over 1. So everybody, what's the HA? 1. Y equals 1. You didn't have that? You got blank paper right there.
I didn't. No, I said I had it. Like I did it right.
That's funny. All right, x-intercept. X-intercept is just where the top equals 0, correct? People always ask me, should I do the original equation? No, please use your simplified equation. It's way easier. So that'd be x equals 0. So we got an x-intercept of 0, 0, which means that's also going to be the what? Anytime you have 0, 0, it's also the what? Y-intercept. Plug in 0, you're going to get 0 over 2, which is 0. So 0, 0.
0, 0, 0, 0.
All right, so we got a, oh, that's nice. I don't need to do an extra point now. Isn't that nice? So then we approach, we approach, we approach, we approach. All right, domain is going to be x cannot equal what? Negative 3 and what? Negative 2. Range would be y cannot equal 1 or what?
3.
Or 3. X-intercept we found is 0, 0. Y-intercept was 0, 0. VA was x equals negative 2. HA was y equals 1. And there was a hole at negative 3, 3. We feeling good about this? I feel good about this. Okay, number 5. All right, then we get what? X minus 4 times x plus 4. We did 5 yesterday?
You did it with 5, 6, and 7.
No, that's another page. You're on the wrong 5, 6, and 7. You're on the previous 5, 6, and 7.
You're getting a 0.
Gracie, we're in class doing pre-calc. What do you need?
What class are you in?
Pre-calc. And you're on speaker.
Oh, nice. Do you want to see the backpack?
Not right now. But I would love to see it in a minute. You want to show everybody?
I don't care. I just wanted to call you. I can't think of time there. Like, I couldn't figure out what hour you were in. We're
All
an
right.
hour ahead or 2.
Hour.
Is it
1
an
hour
hour?
ahead. Yep.
We're 1 hour ahead.
All right.
So you're still.
I say,
Love ya.
I says hi.
Okay, I'll call you later. Bye.
Bye. All right. So domain. What's a domain? Shh. What's a domain? X cannot equal -4, correct?
Yes.
So that means we either have a hole or a VA. What do we got?
Oh.
We got the hole going. No VA this time. So a hole at x equals -4. That's nice. I love it when it's like this because then it's a straight line. Like you should love these. Okay, hole at -4. So I plug -4 back into the simplified equation, which is x minus 4 over 2. That's going to give me -8 over 2, which is what? Ooh, your hole's at -4, -4. VA, there was none. HA, is it bottom heavy, top heavy, or what? Top heavy, so there's none. X-intercept will just be where the top equals 0. What's the top going to be? 4, so it's 4, 0. I'm flying, people. Y-intercept. Plug 0 in. What are you going to get? 0, -2. I'm flying. Here we go. I'm not even going to write that stuff down over there. 0, -2, 4, 0. Is it 4, 0? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got a hole at -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open. Looks like it's going to be a straight line, isn't it? Does anybody stop that? Okay, and we're going to have x cannot equal -4 and y cannot equal -4. Do I have to write down any of that other stuff? Can I skip it? Thank you, I'm skipping it. All right, please don't try slide and glide until you do what? Please take out a GCF, take out a 2. You have for the x squared minus x minus 20. I don't know how many people I'm fixing stuff on because they don't do what first? David, what do we got to remember to take out first? GCF.
My boss.
Yes, it is. X squared minus 7x, but I like it. You took ownership. At least Noah. Yeah. Noah didn't take ownership. Anyways, so 2 times x minus, is that minus 5x plus 4? Is that right? Is that good? Yeah, I took ownership of my perfect work. All right, so x minus 5, x minus 2. All right, it looks like I got a domain of x cannot equal what?
5 and 2.
5 and 2. What about this 2? Does that do anything?
No.
No, it just stretches or shrinks the graph. Okay, actually it's not going to do nothing because what's going to happen to it? It's going to cancel. It's just going to be gone. Okay, so we will. All right, so then we've got a hole and a VA this time, don't we? Yeah, let's do the hole first. The hole is going to be the x minus 5, isn't it? So at x equals 5. So plug it into the simplified equation. The simplified equation is x plus 4 over x minus 2. So that's going to give me 9 over 3, which is 3. That's called math. All right, so there's my hole. The VA is going to be what's left. That's x equals 2. HA, is there an HA? What's the HA? Some people are like, should I go to the original or should I go to the final answer? I don't know. It doesn't matter because when you reduce it, it's still going to be 1 over 1. You're not going to simplify it because remember, a simplified answer is equivalent. Remember, 4/8 is equal to 1/2. So it has to give you the same answer, doesn't it? Okay? Trying to hit this hard because it's going to get way hard on Monday. It's going to blow your hair back.
Yes.
Okay? All right, then we get x-intercepts. Some are like, well, this is already hard. Good, I love it. You're actually learning something. X-intercept, I'm going to take x plus 4 set equals 0. I get -4. Did everybody get that?
Yes.
See how fast we can rip this out? y-intercept. The problem is some of you don't practice on your own, so you're not going to know how to do it. Okay, y-intercept. Well, let's just plug in 0. That's going to 0 out. That's going to 0 out. What's 4 divided by negative 2?
Negative 2.
So 0, negative 2. Rip. Okay, 0, negative 2. 4, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you think I'm going too fast, that ain't nothing yet. Okay, VA. Where's the VA at?
Wait.
2. Henry's like, this is perfect
Negative
pace. 'Cause what? Oh, negative 4, 0. Yeah, I got you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some people ask me, is that also an x-intercept? It's on the x-axis, but what's a hole represent?
Nothing.
Nothing. So no, technically it's not an x-intercept. It doesn't cross there. It skips over it because Reed's going to walk over the hole. Okay? All right, and then there's a y. Is there a horizontal asymptote somewhere? Yeah, right there. Oh, this one's easy because the points are already drawn for you. Man, how nice is this one? That's a nice one.
The whole is 5, 3.
Well, I was listening to you. You said negative 4, Johnny.
X is negative
No,
4.
you. Oh, I don't have no x.
I said the X is negative 4.
All right, so we're all wrong. So the x-intercept is negative 4, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right?
Yes.
Is there a y-intercept?
There it is.
I think I had that one right because I didn't listen to Johnny. What about the hole?
5, 3.
Gosh, Johnny. All right, so there. Is that better? Oh, okay, I will listen to you that time. You're trying to make up for past times. All right, there. That one is a hole. Okay, it's because I'm trying to go so fast. If I didn't have to speak and do this at the same time, you try and teach one time.
Oh, God.
It's tough. My daughter's starting her teaching stuff. She's like, Dad, it's so much harder to explain it because you have to do two things. You have to know what you're doing without thinking about it and then try and explain it.
What's she trying to
I'm sure right down the
She's chemistry, physics, and biology. She's going to have it all. So x cannot equal 2, and then y cannot equal 1. Do I have to put anything else, or is that good?
That's good.
Oh, wait. Y cannot equal 1 and 3.
And 2 and 5.
And 2 and 5. Thank you. Good call. All right. I won't mess up the rest of the time. I'll be perfect. Okay, then we're going to take our quiz.
GCF.
GCF. Thank you. Finally, we're learning something. X plus 1. And then we're going to have an x times x plus 1. I'm not going to cancel yet until I write down that domain, though. The domain is going to be x cannot equal what? 0 or negative 1. Which means I'm going to have a hole, it looks like at one of them, because one of them is going to cancel and a VA at the other. Which one's the VA going to occur at? 0. Which one's the hole going to occur at?
Minus 1.
All right, what are you going to get when you plug it into that stupefied equation? It's just 2 over x. Look at it. That's easy.
Squared.
So what? X squared?
Yeah, because you're taking X squared out.
Oh, I said I wouldn't make another mistake, and I made another mistake. That's ridiculous. Okay? Okay, I guarantee no more after this.
2.
It's
Okay.
Pi Day.
It's Pi Day. It's got me all whacked out.
Yeah, 5 days.
All right. No, it's not y. I've got 1,000 other things on my mind. But anyways, 2 over x squared. Okay, so you plug a negative 1 in. What's negative 1 squared? 1. 2 over 1 is 2. It's hard trying to balance my household. Without my wife.
No one's there.
No, wait a second. No, Elijah and Zeke are there.
All right. I heard Zeke dunked. He said he dunked 3 times.
Yeah.
The other night. It was tough.
All right, here we go. So we got domain x cannot equal 0, negative 1. We got hole is negative 1, 2. We got VA is 0. HA. Miley, can you tell me what the HA is? That sucker top heavy, bottom heavy, or same on top and bottom? It's definitely bottom heavy. What do we put, class, when it's bottom heavy? 0. Very good. That's nice. And then x-intercept will be where the top equals 0. Use your simplified equation, please. Oh, 2 equals 0. Wait a second. Can 2 equal 0?
No.
You give me $2 and see if you're okay with that, and I'll give you nothing in return.
All right.
You give me 2, I'll give you nothing in return. Actually, I got a $2 bill.
If I could just grab it.
It's kind of wild today.
Here, I got it.
So, does anybody want a $2 bill and you give me nothing back?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm keeping it.
Here, I got you.
Because it's special. It's my $2 bill.
Trace?
Trade.
All right. No, I want to keep it. I like $2 bills.
I will
They're
not.
good luck. So, 2 cannot equal 0. Everybody, say it with me. Can 2 equal 0?
No.
No. All right. Now, is there a y-intercept?
I don't know.
Plug 0 in.
No.
There's no-
2 over 0. What's 2 over 0?
Undefined.
Undefined, so there's no y-intercept. So we've got no x-intercept. We've got a big none here. We've got a big none here. Okay, so don't mess that up.
There's no way we could 6 inches there.
We're getting to 30. All right, so we got x equals 0. All right, shh, quiet, please. All right, so now we got a hole at -1, 2. I'm not going to mess that up. So there's my first boomerang. Now, usually these things are fairly symmetric. So if they are fairly symmetric, I probably would expect that it's going to go to 1, -2, but maybe not because this one's squared. It's not going to be boomerangs. It's going to be that other one I talked about yesterday. Volcanoes.
Boom.
It's going to be a volcano. And if I plug in 1, because I do need to do an extra point this time, David, because I don't have a point on the other side, so I need to go over to 1. I need to do an extra point. Extra. Shh. Tell me what extra point you're using. I'm going to do 1, so f of 1. Plug in my simplified equation, so I'm not stupefied. So 2 over 1 is what? So look, it's symmetric. It's just a volcano now. So we got this volcano going on. And then finally, I think the last one, we're going to get 3 pieces to it, correct? And then if you guys can't, if I didn't help you now, I don't know what else to do. All right, I'm going to give you 1 to do this weekend, and we're not going to have much else for homework. Does that sound good? All right.
Fantastic.
All right, here we go. We got 4x over, I can factor out an x, and we're going to have x squared plus 2x minus 3. I would take that further. I'd go 4x over x times x plus 3, x minus 1. All right, before I do anything, let's specify the domain. What can x not be?
-3 or 1.
And something else.
0.
And 0.
0.
There is an x. Now, I can cancel that x out, which means it makes it the what? The hole. So there's a hole at 0. All right? So I plug into my simplified equation to get where the hole's at. So I'm going to plug in. The reason you don't plug the 0 in before the simplified version is because you get 0 over 0, which is undefined. That is the reason you have to use the simplified version. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to give you 0. All right, plug it into this. You're going to have 4 over, what's 0 plus 3? What's 0 minus 1? So you're going to have 3 times -1 is what on bottom? So I think it's going to be -4/3, correct? There's my hole. So 0, -4/3, there's going to be a hole right about there. All right, now I got VAs. VAs is the stuff that's left with zeros and denominator. That one was the hole. Sorry, 0 was the hole. The other 2 are the VAs. So -3 and 1 are the VAs. So I'm going to go to -3. I'm going to put a VA. Monday slant. It's going to be fun. And then 1. It looks like I'm going to get 2 boomerangs and a parabola going on here. All right, let's see if we got an HA to help situation. HA, is it bottom heavy or top heavy? Bottom heavy. What is it when it's bottom heavy?
0.
How many feel like this is way easier now?
Me.
Okay. All right, bottom heavy, 0. So I'm going to have that. There we go. All right, x-intercept, y-intercept. Please help me out. X-intercept is where the top equals 0 of my simplified equation. My simplified is this. Can a top equal 0? Dang it. No x-intercepts. None. Now I go to the y-intercept. What's the y-intercept? When I set what equal to 0? X equal to 0. So if I zero this out, that's going to be 3. That's going to be -1, correct? Which is going to be what? What's that going to give me? Oh, wait a second here. Isn't that the same thing as my hole? So isn't the y-intercept the hole? So does that mean, does it actually cross the y-axis? So technically, what do you put for y-intercept? None. Because the hole is not there. There is no y-intercept. It doesn't actually cross. There's nothing there. Johnny jumped over it with his wrestling uniform on. It's weird. All right, so now I'm going to do some extra points. Okay? I know, I had to do that. Now, I'm going to recommend 3 extra points here. I'm going to recommend 3. Okay? And then I'm done. And then you're going to take your quiz. Okay? And I'm giving you a partner today. Okay? It's Friday. I'm in a good mood. So I'm doing 3 extra points. Let's do this. Let's finish so you can have about 20 minutes to do it. All right. I'm going to do 3 extra points. I'm going to do an extra point right here. I'm going to do an extra point at -4 so I can figure out if it's here or there. I'm going to do an extra point in the middle here because I kind of want to, I mean, most of you would be like, well, I know what it's going to do. It's going to kind of peak out there, go down, because that parabola has got to be symmetric. So let's just cheat that one. Can I just cheat that one? Do I have to do the extra point in the middle? No. Now, if I want to get really precise, what could you have done? Plug in -1 for an extra point. I'm not going to. Let's do it. I feel like it. -1. That's going to give me a 2. That's going to give me a -2. Guess what? -2 times -2. Or sorry, 2 times -2 is what? -4. What's 4 divided by -4? I went up too high. See, I'm not very accurate. See, I busted. Okay? All right, it should have just went to -1. Man, that's busted. All right, here we go. Now, let's go over to -3. Let's see, or -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does everybody agree this is -4 right there? Okay? Shh. All right, -4. Let's put -4 in. What's -4 going to be? Ooh, why did I do that? -4, help me fast. Come on, -4.
-1.
-1. -4.
-5.
So -1 times -5.
-5.
5. 4 divided by 5.
4/5.
4/5. So that's going to be just a little bit up.
Almost 1.
Almost 0.8. 4/5 is 0.8. So there, do we have enough to draw? Most likely these are symmetric. So if I go to the other side, most likely it's also going to be at 4/5, but I need to check it. Could be on the bottom side. Most time it's not. So plug in 2. What's 2 going to give you?
5.
5. What's 2 going to give you?
1.
What's 5 times 1?
5.
4 divided by 5. Oh my gosh, 4/5, symmetric.
8/10.
So it's up there at 0.8 again. It's up at 0.8 again, 4/5. Or 8/10, yeah. That was a weird flex. All right, any questions?
Wait, why'd you do -1 again?
I just did it because I wanted to see where that center would be in that middle
There was
portion.
no reason to do it. You didn't.
Oh, I will make you do it now on the test because Reed did that. Reed is responsible for you are required to find the middle
You're
now.
lying.
I am not.
Stop lying.
I am not lying. You are now required to find the middle of the parabola. Thank Reed for that on the test. All right, here we go. So do I need to write any of this stuff down or do you got it? All right, clear your desk. I'm going to give you a partner. Oh, I get